Come on, monster. Get me home. Get me home. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Duff, you're there, Cindy. Say goodbye.
See you later.
See you later.
I don't say bye to you.
Okay. See you later. Going for a ride. Number 2 of the day. Yep, second ride of the day. I plan to ride from the house to North Kyler Regional Park. So I originally planned to do this on the 18L, but I realized that after last week's Ave Maria ride, I never charged it. I forgot to put it back in the charger, so it's on the charger now, but I didn't feel like waiting until it was done. So I got the good old Monster, the best open road cruising wheel that I know of. And don't tell Cindy, but I might stop and get my second coffee of the day. Got the selfie stick, got the seat on the Monster, and I'm running Strava on my phone, so I'll have some feedback as far as the details of the ride. I do have knee guards on, but you may notice that they're not my normal ones. I have a set of Killer 187 knee guards, but they're very big, very bulky, and I bought these this week. These are technically knee guards that are used for like craftsmen or people that are on their knees all day, like people that lay tile and that kind of stuff. But supposedly the feedback's real good on it. They're called No Cry, and they're smaller, they're easier to attach, so I want to see how they work out. So far so good. So you may wonder, well, Duff, what have you done since the last video? You just posted a video this morning, and that's true. Well, I got home and I edited that video, uploaded it. I cleaned up my hobby room where the 3D printing stuff is. It was kind of getting a little out of control, a little messy on the workbench. Cleaned that up, and then I washed the Tacoma, cleaned the inside, and then I washed Cindy's car as well. So that's what I've been doing. Right now it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. And when I get home, I'll probably edit this video and then maybe play some World of Warcraft. Sounds like a pretty perfect Sunday to me. I have no idea what that cop in the SUV is doing. He hauled ass past me once before, did a U-turn. Oh, there goes 2 more cops. Huh, interesting. But he doesn't have his lights on, but he's hauling ass. So I'm not sure what's going on. I think they're trying to catch somebody. All right, there goes the 4th cop doing probably at least 20, 25 over the speed limit. All heading the same direction. Oh, they're all down at this intersection with their lights on. Interesting. Well, that was very interesting. There was a Maserati that I saw pass me a little while ago. Maserati pulled over to the side, driver's side doors wide open. I did not see someone in the seat, I just kind of glanced, but the police had their guns drawn. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, there were like 4 or 5 cops there, and I think they all had their guns pulled out. So I don't know, drug dealer, stolen car, I don't know. Something serious. So I'm sort of wondering if that car was reported stolen and that deputy saw it and didn't want to draw attention. That's why he didn't have his lights on. Yeah, that's the first. Never had that happen during an electric unicycle ride. All right, let's go to selfie stick mode. Is just so nice on these long rides. Just it totally gives you relief from foot and lower body pains. One of the many things I like about cruising on the Monster. Now on Collier Boulevard, bearing down on my Dunkin' Donuts stop. Selfie stick fits there all right, not too bad. So far I've had a lot of headwind both directions, so hopefully it's pushing me on the way back. This didn't come fresh off the charger, so even though it showed 5 lights, it wasn't 100%. I should still have plenty of battery life, but yeah, it's not full expected life. Nice. Alright, now I'm officially ready for the rest of the journey. So I didn't bring my GPS today, so I don't know my real-time speed, but I'm guessing I'm probably, most of the time, tracking low 20s. That's what it feels like. Coffee in a seat. Can't be beat. Alright, right up here is Livingston Road. I'll be making a right, and then a mile or two, I'm not quite sure how long, I will be arriving at North Collier Regional Park. Clouds ahead look less than friendly. Another seated brake. If you do long range open road cruising and you don't have a Monster, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're missing out. I have arrived. Wow. That Mustang's badass. Alright, so I just glanced at the battery. It says I'm at 50%. So I'm going to count on having favorable headwind on the way back to get me home safely. Like I said, I was not at 100% full charge when I left, so I think I'll be okay. Just going to do one lap around the park here quickly, and then turn around and head back for home. You might remember last time I was here, it was on the Meepo a week or two ago, 2 weeks at least I think, and they had a good section of the park closed off because of pesticide spraying of some sort. It does not appear to be closed off anymore, so that's nice. Interesting, I see people on the soccer fields. I thought they were all getting replaced with artificial turf. But it looks like grass to me still. I'm gonna take a look at that. I'm curious if they actually got it done. Okay, evidently they weren't doing all of them. Right here is clearly an artificial turf soccer field. And those are still regular grass. I don't know, I thought they were doing all of them for some reason. Interesting to see what that feels like. Definitely looks artificial. Supposedly the pitch on those fields, because they've already replaced all the high school football fields down here with artificial turf, is yeah, they're very expensive. I can't remember the quote to put in an artificial football field. $1 million? I don't know. It's a lot of money. But supposedly, over time, they make that money back based on less maintenance and not having to water it, and you know, I don't know. I'd like to see those figures. Cruising the pretty back walkway here. Like I said, one looping out. Yeah, I just checked Strava. This is already 17.8 miles, so it's even a little bit further than I thought. So, yeah, this ride this could wind up being damn close to 35-mile ride. On top of the 6 or 7 miles we put in this morning on the one wheel. So I'll try to keep the speed more reasonable on the way back. I won't be pushing beep levels, that's for sure. All right, here we are. We're exiting the park. I'm going to take the sidewalk back to let's see, what road is that? Vanderbilt Beach Road. And then I will cross and get back in the bike lane, so I'm again going the proper way with the traffic. Man, Collier County landscape crew not doing a great job. I've noticed lots of ratty areas around sidewalks and medians. Very uncharacteristic. One thing Collier County is known for is like meticulous maintenance of their pedestrian areas and medians and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of surprised it looks so bad. I don't know if I said I've done this ride once before on the Monster, and yeah, it's one of my longer rides. But I was on a 100% full battery pack when I did it last time. I was getting a little nervous, like half a mile back there. I smelled the strong, unmistakable smell of an electrical burn, and I'm like, oh man. Don't tell me that's a Monster. So I flipped on the app and just checked temperature. Temperature's fine, like 52 degrees Celsius. So, and the smell is past. So I don't know what was stinking, but there was something electrical that was very hot somewhere. I don't think I've ever taken the Monster sub 20%. Today might be the day though. Back on Vanderbilt Beach Road. Slow and steady. A time that I would never consider being in the bike lane seated with traffic, but as I've done it more and more, I feel more and more comfortable doing it. So yeah, might not look the coolest, but it is definitely good for me to switch my positions back and forth. Upright once again. One of the few conventional cemeteries in our area. Because of groundwater levels, it's very, very rare to have cemeteries, at least around here. Have I mentioned how smooth the Monster is at speed? Every other wheel I have, it's possible to get speed wobbles. I don't think I've ever gotten speed wobbles in the Monster. You know, regardless of going almost 30 miles an hour, I don't think I've ever had speed wobbles in the Monster. No one around that woman in that white SUV, both lanes to the left of her, totally free, and she passes me with about a foot to go on the white line here. Brilliant. utilize until we get back up to Mockley Road. Probably should have worn some sunscreen. I can feel I'm getting a little toasted. Especially since I've had skin cancer cut out 6 or 7 times? 8? 9? I don't remember. Keep my speed like 16, 17, something like that. Not terribly slow, but just trying to nurse the battery. I can report these knee pads aren't bad. Definitely more comfortable than my bigger, bulkier Killer 187s. Not much I can do about the sweatiness. You know, when you have something like that on bare skin and it's 90 degrees and high humidity as it normally is in Florida, you're going to sweat, but comfort-wise, yeah, they're good. I'll definitely be using these instead of the big ones from now on. Mockley Road, dead ahead. Yeah, if I would have done this on the 18L and not have the, you know, I don't have the opportunity to sit when riding the 18L, I think I would be in much, much worse physical condition. You know, I have some minor foot pain right now, but I can shift weight off my feet easier on the Monster as well without it throwing the wheel into a wobble just because of its size. So yeah, glad I took the Monster. Okay, last road, slow and steady. Definitely feels like I have more favorable wind conditions, so I think I'll make it. Might get some beeping at the end, but I think I'll make it. My biggest concern with riding seated in the bike lane was not being able to react to stuff in the roadway, debris and shit. But I'm getting pretty good at being able to do that. You know, obviously I can't control it as well as standing, but good enough. As long as I'm paying attention to the road ahead of me, I can avoid obstacles. About 5 miles to go. 5 miles. No beeps yet. Alright, we're coming up to about the 3-mile mark and also where that Maserati was pulled over. I don't see any more flashing lights, so I guess the situation has been addressed. 3 miles. 3 miles to go. Just got my first beeps accelerating from a stoplight. So just need to keep my power output low, so should be fine. I just sort of like leaned into it without thinking about my battery level, so I'm not surprised it beeped. Huge shout out to Randall Boulevard, man. Rocket Randall Boulevard, yeah. Inside joke. Still doing decent speed, probably 16, 17. Not bad at all. I remember the one time that I tried to take my Ninebot 1E Plus from Dunkin' Donuts back, and I ran out of battery right up here. It was so crazy. I was doing like 3 miles an hour and it was tilting back on me. And I said screw it, and I had Cindy pick me up right here. So, the good old days. Oh, there we go, beeping. You heard that one. Slow it down further. Now I think that beep is the 20% beep, 20% battery, so I don't think it's the 80% power usage beep. I think it's 20% battery, so I got about 2 miles to go, so it might be a little beepy. Another traffic light. Probably will get beeping on acceleration. Somehow managed to avoid a beep there. Did have a lady with a handicap sticker pull out right in front of me. But she's handicapped, so we'll give her a pass, I guess. Come on, Monster. Get me home. Get me home. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Not sure what this brain surgeon's doing. They've been pulled over there for 5 minutes. Wow. 17 miles an hour feels so slow in the Monster. It's funny. Wow. It's crazy. Less than a mile to go. And we're going to be hearing some beeping. This is no beep speed right now. Nope. Spoke too soon. Alright. Almost there. close. I see the mailbox. Definitely never run the monster this low, for sure. Success! Made it. Good girl, monster. Good girl. Awesome. Baby! Hello! 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 Didn't get soaked. Okay, so as I expected, that was just shy of 35 miles. Quite long. Trying to see how I can. I don't know Strava that well. I'm just trying to look at how I can see my rides. Figure out what my top speed was later. Let's see what the Gotway app says I have battery-wise. Yeah, 20%. Okay. So not bad at all. Alright, finally. Oh wow. Average speed 16.7 miles an hour. Look what it says my max speed was. Whoa. You see that? 33.1? I don't know if that's accurate. But if it is, that would be a new speed record for sure. I'm not quite sure at what point I would have been going that fast, but wow. It took about 2 hours to do that 35 miles. So anyways, pretty long video. Second video of the day. If you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time on the channel, please consider subscribing. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, and ideas below. And yeah, that's all I got for you. The weekend is coming to a close. It's been a good one for me. Looking forward to getting some medical results next week from my abdominal CT scan with contrast. And I'll be sure to report back what they say. That's all I got for you for now. Until next time, definitely an out. Where'd you go? So that was just short of 35 miles. I didn't have a full battery either, so I was lucky that it was beeping at the end of it. But according to Strava, I can't believe this is accurate, but according to Strava, I was going 33.1 miles an hour at one point. I've never gone that fast. No, but who knows? I did a ton of it seated, and sometimes when you're seated, you go faster than you think. So. Tired and sunburned.